In some Arkansas cities and towns, the white-tailed deer population is getting out of hand. Now some are looking to hunters for help controlling the population through a special archery hunt. Wake Up Central's Skot Covert has more on how hunters can participate in today's Outdoor Report.
Hey, welcome back outside to the Weather Garden for another edition of the Outdoor Report. You might think deer season is ended, and technically you'd be right, but Trey's got some bonus news for us. What do you got?
Well, you know, we think about the start of deer season, okay? Archery season starts in third, fourth week of September. Then you got muzzleloader, then you got modern gun, the big one. But there's actually another season that starts even a little earlier.
Okay.
September 1st, we have an urban archery deer season. Now, it varies from place to place, but we've got 9 cities in Arkansas now, Scott, that have problems with deer.
Population issues.
Population issues. There's just too many deer around, you know, these populated areas. Hot Springs Village, Heber Springs, Russellville, Bull Shoals, Helena, West Helena. There's 9 cities this year that are going to be conducting hunts. Now, they administer those hunts themselves. It's not really a game and fish season. We work with them to help determine what the populations are. So what they do is they have an urban archery hunt. You know, no high-powered firearms or anything like that around populated
areas. We're
in
towns and cities.
Yeah, right. Exactly. And so the time to register is now. It opened up earlier this week and it's going through July. But there are some qualifications. You have to have taken a bow hunting education class. Now, if you haven't, the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission will be teaching one of those in Little Rock on June 10th.
June 10th.
Kind of an all-day class.
Cost?
Free class.
Best kind.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, you also, before you go out to participate in the hunt, each of the cities requires you to do an archery proficiency test. So they're going to make sure that you can hit what you're aiming. I bring all of this up just to, you know, a lot of people say, you know, archery deer hunting in a city. Perfect safety record throughout the number. I mean, we've been doing these things for probably 2 decades now, and safety first, and we're going to make sure everybody, I say we, these cities that administer these hunts are going to make sure everybody's safe and proficient before they get out there.
Now, when do these hunts take place? Does it vary by city also?
So, but typically it's going to be the start of September 1st is when they open up. And another cool thing about it, the first deer you take, you got to donate to Arkansas Hunters Feeding the Hungry. So you're going to help less fortunate Arkansans. There's no limit. There's no antler restrictions, bucks and does both. So, I mean, the idea is to reduce these populations. You know, a lot of cities in the Northeast have tried things with like darting deer with contraceptives and things like that. Extremely inefficient, extremely expensive. We have found that these urban archery hunts are the perfect way to allow some hunting opportunity and also reduce the population. So you reduce deer vehicle collisions. If you've got those hostas that the deer are really fond of and they're eating them, maybe reduce some of that as well.
I don't mind them eating my hostas because 1, I'm going to kill them anyways, and 2, I really enjoy seeing them out my window. So do not come urban bow hunt in my yard. There are a few.
And that is another great point. You do have to have permission from the landowner. You know, you can't just go set up shop in somebody's house or in a city park.
Good information. I'm curious about fishing. We have some good opportunities coming up here real soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Today we've got a big event in Jonesboro, a family fun day with our family and community fishing program, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., free health screenings, BB gun shooting, canoe demonstrations. But that's a way to tee up that we are right around the corner, free fishing weekend, June 9th through 11th. That's the weekend we celebrate every year to kind of give people a taste of fishing without buying a license. So from noon on Friday, June 9th until midnight, Sunday, June 11th, no fishing license required. We'll have more info about that later, Scott, but fishing derbies all over the state, including at our game and fish hatcheries.
Which are always a ton of fun. You stock those ponds.
We fill them up, man.
You're gonna catch a fish.
Absolutely.
Trey, thanks so much as always.
Thank you, Scott.
We'll see you guys back out here in the Weather Garden next Saturday.